The sour stench of mortals. Even 10,000 years of pure air can't disperse it. I truly don't understand why the patriarch still keeps these ants around. Without these ants going to the Thunderfire mine, where would our spirit gathering arrays get their materials?
Look at that guy. He's been loitering here for 10 years. Ha ha.
The mortal world is like filth. Only by severing roots can one see immortality. Returning today is to sever the last karma.
Xiaobei. Daddy's here. This rusty smell of the mortal world is truly unpleasant.
Brother sure, he is no longer the child you remember. With an immortal sect in his body, his mortal heart is dead. Why do you torment yourself?
He doesn't remember.
That year when he was 3, a blizzard sealed the mountains. He wanted date sugar. I carried her on my back and walked 50 miles in the snow. She doesn't remember these shoes were
Sewn stitch by her mother before she left.
This bone of yours.
It's useless now. Giving it to him is his fate.
The immortal sect is recently collecting the mortal dust tax. If mortals can't pay 3 life spirit sands, they'll have 3/10 of their life soul extracted to repair the mountain protecting array. Brother sure, you need to hide.
Ah.
Can't pay the spirit sand.
Then use your life to fill it.
Moving will expose me. For Xiaobei.
I must survive. Ha ha ha. Aha.
Flowers of the mortal world, not a trace of spiritual energy.
Truly waste seeds, waste flowers. The old man picks up the flower.
Pay him back?
A cripple telling me what to do,
You don't even have a trace of spiritual power fluctuation on you.
and dare to bark wildly here.
I thought to myself,
Bamboo joints may. You. What evil art have you practiced? Get lost. By order of Immortal Venerable Bachin. Clear the area. Suffocating medicine.
You use that power, you'll die. Every time you use it, your life is burning.
if I don't burn, I'm afraid I won't even see his shadow.
When that bone was placed in her body back then, the scam already began.
This heart-burning technique is forbidden among forbidden arts. He's not borrowing power. He's trading his life to fill a bottomless pit. If this keeps going, before you get to meet Immortal Lord Beichen, your bones will turn to ash first.
Ash is fine. At least Ash is clean.
This broken body of mine, every extra day I live is a profit. Shishi, stop wasting your herbs on me.
Those are the resources you need to heal your eyes.
My eyes are blinded in the flesh, but your heart is blinded by obsession. Brother Sure, for that immortal bone, you gave up your sword path, crippled your cultivation, and even promised the ancestor you'd never set foot on Tongtian Peak for eternity. But he's not Sure Xiaobei anymore.
He's my son. As long as he's still alive. As long as that bone keeps beating in his body. I'll watch over him and protect him. Even if he's forgotten who I am.
Even if he wants to crush me like an ant.
Yesterday in the busy market, someone used unknown strange power. And repelled an intersect disciple. The ancestor gave an order. No unstable elements are allowed to exist within a 100-mile radius. The spiritual pressure reaction is gone, but that burnt smell still lingers.
This area is full of mountain porters and cripples. Who could have this kind of power? Humph. I'll make him show his true colors today.
Did you see what happened in the market yesterday? My lord, I closed up the shop all day yesterday and never went out. Strange, there really isn't a single trace of spiritual power.
Such beauty in a filthy place like this? Take her away. We just need a vessel for pulse cleansing. She's just a blind common girl. Let her go. You treat this garbage like a treasure? Second tier calming art. Seize the evil. Give me back my shoe. Ah. Why you're no mortal. You're a monster. Cough, cough, cough.
You killed people from the Immortal sect. They'll seal off this area soon. Brother Sure, let's go.
A great disaster is coming. Tongtian Peak is locked down tighter than an iron barrel. Shi, go, take this. Go find the shopkeeper of Sue's herbal shop in the north of the city.
He owes me his life. He'll get you out of the city.
Nine tripods unite, ancient true god transformation. Ancestor, in the end you still want to use him. His life to feed your path to immortality. This crude body technique. It reminds me of someone who went missing years ago. Shuri, you really didn't die. The ancestor promised to spare your life.
Let you linger at the foot of the mountain.
They've touched something they shouldn't have. And meddled with someone they shouldn't have. The North Star Immortal Venerable will personally preside over the Meridian Cleansing Ceremony tomorrow. He doesn't know who you are, but in his mind. Vermin like you must be eradicated by his own hand.
To truly sever all mortal ties. Ack! Ha ha ha.
Today, the North Star Immortal Venerable will act as Heaven's enforcer to subdue the Mortal Dust sect.
And open the heavenly path.
The end of the Mortal Dust is nothingness. Look at those ants below the stage.
Their very existence is to pave your divine path. Go and behead that sinner.
This disciple humbly obeys the ancestor's command.
It was you, the Heavenly Emperor, who doomed us. Damn you!
You're the one who injured my disciple in the market yesterday.
Like. So much like his mother.
Nonsense. You think you're worthy of stripping immortal bones? Today, I shall cleanse the sect's ranks on behalf of the immortal sects.
Xiaomei, you want to kill me? Then use your hand to kill.
The curse within me. Who are you, really? Why does the aura within you make my immortal bones tremble?
I am the ghost skinned and dismembered by your immortal sex. The one who died in that heavy snow. Fiend! How dare you run wild in Tianshu City? Guards, seize him! Kill him! Arg!
That's INS voice.
Miss Ji, come with me. Since he's causing such a commotion.
It's to buy us a chance to leave the city.
I won't go. If he dies, what meaning does my life have?
You're being foolish. This is the immortal sex trap.
He's deliberately luring us into it. Ha ha ha. The heavy snow that year. You haven't forgotten, have you? Live on.
Get out of my head.
Shopkeeper Sue, tell me. Brother Sure's true identity back then wasn't just that of a genius swordsman, was it?
Back when the immortal generation human emperor fell and all magic withered. It was he who used his own body as a shield, blocking the immortal sex first wave of harvest.
Then why?
Because he has a weakness. The patriarch threatened him with Xiaobei's life, demanding he hand over the sacred immortal bone and the Firekeeper's legacy.
He agreed, but he kept a trick up his sleeve. Humph. Ah. Still won't talk? Ha ha ha, with just these little trinkets? Your so-called noble sex are nothing special.
Why does this feel so familiar?
I feel like I've lost someone important. Forget those mortal dreams of the past. Shiyan passed the last ember of the heart fire to me.
Ji, I'm storming the execution ground tomorrow. If I don't return.
Take this.
We save them together or not at all. I have a way to sneak into Tongtian Peak. This is the Tongtian token. With it, no one can detect my aura.
Are you insane? This is a forbidden divine artifact. Today, with a father's blood, a son's divine path is opened. Pluck out his heart with your own hands to consecrate your immortal blade. Xiaobei, look at your father one last time.
Patriarch, you want my bloodline legacy?
Then see if you can withstand the suffering of 10,000 hearts. Ah! Ah! Right, go to the west side. Take care of him. Arg! Not dead yet?
To burn your own soul to resist possession. Fine.
As long as that legacy seed enters this boy's soul.
The outcome is set.
Brother Sure, you traded your life for his clarity. And I will use your face to walk this path of deicide.
We find the body, alive or dead. That wisp of return to bone true fire won't just vanish. The patriarch decreed, for that toe bone.
All of you will fill the soul-forgetting abyss.
Jujube candy, blood drops, bone fragrance.
Traitorous disciple, come here. The immortal bone the patriarch gave you was not for you to reminisce about those ants. Speak! What did that sin leave inside you?
He's laughing. He told me, an immortal's bones are cold. A mortal's blood is warm.
Mad, completely mad.
Shiyan? No. Your Lady Shishi.
Is it true, my Uncle Sue, he really won't come back?
He ignited his soul. That is the final act for a mortal bone cultivator, to turn to ash. Miss Shishi, he won't let you go.
He just doesn't want you to witness his disappearance with your own eyes.
These are the mortal brothers who followed him back then. They didn't die to demonic beasts, nor to war. They were all refined into pills by the immortal sex as medicinal dregs.
Is this the truth he wanted to protect?
No, this is just hatred. The true legacy lies in this line.
Mortal fire never dies, the flame lives on.
Miss Jishi, since you've chosen this path, you are no longer Jishi. You are Shiyan. From this day forth, let all the immortals of this world know.
The crippled blacksmith has returned. Old man, I'll ask you one last time. Have you seen the companion of the injured man?
You have no regard for your life. Since you won't speak, then the dozens of lives in this house
will pay for that crime. Weren't you shattered by the ancestor? Are you human or ghost?
It hurts. So this is the pain of dislocated bones. That brother sure endures every day?
Kill!
You took too great a risk. If that lord personally intervenes, this disguise won't fool his eyes.
He was injured in that impact and is in seclusion. Where exactly is the tomb guardian mentioned in the Sioux book fragment?
Traces of the corpse night appeared in South City. 5 outer disciples.
One dead, the rest driven mad. Absurd. The ancestor personally shattered his soul.
Unless he's the once in an aeon nirvana physique, there's no chance of survival. I investigated. That blind girl vanished, but the swordsmanship and aura of the South City killer are identical to Shiyan's.
For bloody words are left on the wall. What words? Return my immortal bone. Ha ha ha. Ah! That blacksmith isn't dead. He's fought his way back from the underworld. Xiao Bei, a man named Shiyan has appeared outside. He's challenging your dignity.
She's not dead. I knew it. She wouldn't die.
Since you want to see her, I'll give you a chance. In 3 days, lead the troops to war and personally quell South City. If that person is truly Shiyan, kill him again. If it's a fake, wash away your disgrace with the blood of 10,000.
If I appear wearing your father's face,
Will you kill me or save yourself?
brothers, crossing this valley pass is Pangu's forbidden zone. Back in the day, the patriarch led 3,000 sword cultivators to conquer this place. Half were lost. This place suppresses all spiritual energy.
Only that energy can enter.
I hear them crying and laughing. Uncle Sue, stay outside the valley. If I don't return in 3 days, go back to the city. Do whatever it takes to get Xiaobei away. Even cripple his cultivation, don't let him stay with the patriarch. Junior Shiyan requests an audience with the tomb keeper.
That fool who sold himself piece by piece to the immortal sex for his son. Didn't he turn to ashes already?
He turned to ashes, but his fire isn't out.
Humph.
The skin is real, the scent is real, but the bones are fake. Tell me, where is Shiyan? The Keeper's flame legacy must not fall into outsiders' hands.
Brother sure has fallen. I'm not here for the legacy. I only wish to borrow the eternal flame lantern. The immortal sects plan to harvest the world. The mortals need a light.
That lantern burns the Keeper's life force.
If he didn't teach you how to light it,
It means he wanted you to live.
From the moment I put on the skin, there was no turning back for me.
Immortal Venerable, all rebels who had contact with the Sinner Shiyan have been brought here.
1,321 in total. The hour has come. First batch, execution.
Xiaobei, wait for Dad to finish forging the sword.
Then I'll take you to buy candy.
Stop.
Ah, Immortal Venerable, the Patriarch's order is.
I said stop.
Xiaobei, you're wavering.
This is just mortal illusion. If you cannot bear it, you'll never master the true path of heartlessness. Kill them.
Master, if cultivating immortality means killing who I once was, then I want no part of this Tao.
Oh. How dare you? Since you cannot do it, this master will do it for you. This lantern has waited too long. Its fuel is unfulfilled destiny. Stop! Take this step, and there's no turning back.
If it's for what I hold dear, even if I burn this life away, so be it. Ah.
Ancestors above, we have fulfilled our duty.
Miss Shishi, take this skin off quickly. The power of the eternal lamp is too intense. It's burning you as lamp oil if you don't take it off now.
You'll fuse with this skin and never get it off. Su, from the moment you lit the lamp. Panguzwal has taken over this skin. If I revert now, the eternal lamp will go out instantly. The awakened mortal wills will plunge back into eternal darkness. That's the price.
Shiyan's bone breaking back then was painful.
But your self-abandonment now is even more so. Ah.
These immortal corpses are just the vanguard, the ancestors beneath the wasteland. Their appetite stirred by the eternal lamp. If we don't leave,
You'll all become new neighbors in the myriad valleys. That stone lamp. It seems that lame man actually
left a back out there after all. Ancestor, please calm your anger. But that red light of the eternal lamp just killed them all. Relay my decree. Activate the cicada freezing array. I will turn the land within 100 miles of Tianshu City into eternal permafrost.
Let's see how it burns in the face of absolute cold. Ha ha ha.
Let her go. Please let her go.
The ancestor says, if you're willing to crush this jade cup with your own hands,
And vow to return to the immortal path, this freezing will be lifted. Ah. The ancestor is forcing me into the city. can't go in, it's a trap, you'd be instantly showered with arrows.
Uncle Sue, the reason it's called the Eternal Lamp is because it must illuminate others. If I hide here and watch them get killed,
Then what's the point of lighting this lamp? One last thing, spread the word, tell everyone. Shiyan is back, and he's brought back the fire. Don't fall asleep. Shopkeeper Sue, is it true? Is Boss Sure really back? He's back, and not just back. He's brought back the very lifeblood of mortals from the myriad valleys. Brother Sure says, if the immortal sects want to freeze our blood, then we'll gather it up.
what should we do? Just say the word, Boss Sure.
Our old bones are his to command. In 3 days, the ancestor will hold the Zen-shattering ceremony at Tongtian Peak to publicly crush the legacy between the immortal venerable's brows. That's our last chance. The 10 brothers need 1,000 fearless men to use your blood to consecrate the rebellious bone sword array. Shiyan back then didn't just leave a lamp. It also left behind a sword.
But that sword has no physical form. It's hidden within the spines of these countless mortal souls.
Niwa, with your current cultivation, you can't grasp that sword unless
what?
Unless you're willing to let 10,000 vengeful spirits pierce your heart.
use this skin to bear the grudges of mortals from time immemorial.
I've already lost myself. Come on. Ah.
Ancestor, can you still lift my bones?
Something's wrong. The ancestor clearly shattered his soul. This aura, it's not spiritual power, nor is it life force. It's the resentment of those who died but refused to submit.
What are you standing there for? This is an illusion meant to disrupt your will. Kill him!
Are you really him or not? If you are him, why did you abandon me for 10 years? If you're not him, why did you come to me with these eyes?
Ha ha ha. Ah! Xiaobei, Father is here to take you home.
Villagers, Brother Sure is back. The immortal sects treat us as dregs, as blood food. Even if we die today.
We must tear a piece of flesh from these so-called immortals. Rebel! Fight them with everything we've got. Since you seek death, this venerable one shall grant you and your father your wish.
Father, I remember now. The jujube soup was truly sweet. He can't die. If he dies, all this sacrifice will be for nothing.
Humph. 10,000 vengeful spirits heed my command. With my broken body, I exchange for his longevity. Ah! You've suffered enough. You must lead him on the path ahead. No, Brother Sure. You're still here. Come back and save him.
I have long been mere dry bones. What remains is only this wisp of unwilling thought. That jade cicada holds the last trace of nourishing origin. When it shatters, that will be the moment the ancestor seizes his body.
You must sever this fate's trajectory before then. Ah! Ah! Ea!
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna stop this. I can't let this power devour everything.
You actually destroyed this venerable one's vessel.
Aya. Brother Sure, you've protected her for 10 years. I'll die for the rest of the road for you.
The path of immortality is dead. The mortal way reigns supreme. From now on, there'll be no more Northern Star immortal venerable in this mortal realm. Only a fire-keeping spirit named Sure Shao Bei.
Xiaobei, don't look, don't think. Go! Reinforcements from the immortal sects will soon rush back from the other peaks. Although the ancestor has suffered down injuries, he will never let you go.
Uncle, is this the path he left for me to use? The lives of all of you in exchange for this bone of mine?
That blind girl actually dared to use such a forbidden art to perish together.
This wisp of primordial spirit took me 1,000 years to refine.
Elixir of longevity.
Ancestor, Northern Star. No, that wretch has already taken Shiyan's mortal bone and fled into the secret passage of the slums. Our people couldn't stop him. His current power is strange. That's the marrow-burning power of the mortal bone. He won't last long. Spread my decree, seal the celestial pivot city. Activate the 10,000 soul pursuit array.
I will make every living person around him become a nightmare that torments him.
Eat something, Xiaobei. How can you endure tonight if you don't eat your fill? Xiaobei, there's a hidden compartment under your father's old blacksmith shop.
Oomph.
If he foresaw this day,
He must have left something for you.
I'm back. The Immortal Valley is a lie. The mortal bone is a cage. So it was all a lie.
By the ancestors' order, you are to return to the mountain to receive death.
Tell that old bastard this. I'm keeping this life for now. When I return from the sea of bitterness, I'll hang his head from a city full of ice sculptures.
So what if Sher Xiaobei fused with the rebellious bone? You're at the end of your rope now. This bone, the ancestor accepts it.
Cultivating the Tao of heartlessness.
Severing the roots of mortality.
Today, with this mortal bone, I will sever your immortal path. Panga wages war against heaven. Sister Jishi.
The letter father left is hope, but also the final bait.
Sher Xiaobei knows the road to the Sea of Bitterness.
Will be a bloody path paved with the corpses of immortals.
Is that the killing god sent down from the mountain?
No, I'm sending you away.
Catch that traitorous spawn over there. Heh heh heh. By the ancestors' decree, retrieve the rebellious bone, be granted the elixir of longevity. Kill.
Father, is this the world you once saw? Those high and mighty, treating us like livestock. Not even our corpses after death are spared. Rebellious bones, all of you. Sister Jishi.
Xiaobei, run. The sea of suffering is boundless, no shore to return to.
All who enter the sea become dust.
I didn't come back. I came to send you ashore.
Ah. Ha ha ha.
You are wooming.
That short-lived Shiyan actually passed down this bone. Kid,
Do you know how many rebellious bones, dreaming of defying heaven, have sunk in the sea of suffering?
My father said you would take me to the other shore.
the sea of suffering has no other shore, only endless reincarnation and lives that can't be redeemed. To board the ship, trade your memory.
Everyone who boards must leave behind the memory they cherish most as fuel. If the memory isn't handy enough, the ship capsizes.
Kid, which memory do you choose?
If I forget all this, am I still me?
Forget, and you become a god. Remember, and you're just another wretch in this sea.
Ah. Then I'll be that wretch. This isn't Shiyan's blade. He's using the sea of suffering to temper his bone.
See clearly, kid? That's the heaven-chosen body. The divine feet is forged by the ancestor above the 9 heavens.
The only vessel in this world meant to bear the eternal Tao.
If that's the divine fetus, then who am I?
You're the flawed scrap that madman Shiyan stole from the divine altar to give you mortal emotions. He forcibly extracted its true spirit and implanted his mortal womb.
You are the human form stripped from that divine body.
Ugh. This is mine. No one takes it.
The ancestor will capture you to make your true spirit return to the divine body.
When immortal and mortal merge, the ancestor can seize it and step into eternity. Your mortal bones now are just his whetstone to hone that divine body.
She's been here. Sister Jishi isn't dead. She's imprisoned here.
Sigh. This is the end of the sea of suffering, a blind spot in reincarnation. To preserve that shred of her humanity. He did break in here. But to save her,
You must first kill whoever is across from you.
Shiyan took you to the snowy land to temper your blade.
She peeled it for you to cultivate affection. That's not enough. The rebellious bone knows the core lies in a joke.
Xiaobei, don't look back. I've been following you all along.
Sister Jishi, you've tasted all the bitterness of this world for me. If the rebellious bone demands a price, then refine my life along with it. Ah. I cultivated this rebellious bone so those with love could live peacefully under the sun.
Hope you'll say the same when you meet that twin god. Let's go. The patriarch's claws are already at the surface.
Wretch! The patriarch spares you a whole corpse. Resist again, and your remnant soul fuels the soul lamp.
Burning for 10,000 years. Kid, catch.
This isn't Shiyan's sword intent, it's the ancient curse of mortals.
Hiss. Cheer, you think Wu Ming found this tomb? I prepared this grave for you.
That's the heart loss goo refined with the blood of your closest kin. Each time you use the rebellious bone, a wisp of their soul weakens. Kill or not, you choose.
You decide.
To the tomb of the azure sky. Its barrier blocks outside prying eyes. The bait's taken. Once he reaches the tomb, gathering the resentment of all past rebellious bones, that's when the patriarch reaps the harvest. The sea of bitterness is endless.
Every step is a trap.
Who is it? The patriarch calls you the old ghost keeper. The mark on your arm matches Dai's exactly. Since you're the flame keeper, why watch the mortal realm turn to hell?
Haven't heard those words in 50 years.
Kid, your father Shiyan was a hero. He'd rather be crushed than let that spark die. I'm a coward. 50 years ago, I opened the barrier for the immortal sex to set myself.
Just for a chance at ascension that might not exist.
You killed everyone from father's generation.
Yes. But I found the immortal sex promise.
Was a fantasy built on countless bones. I fled into the bitter sea, burying souls for 50 years.
Waiting for someone to lead me back to shore. You are that destined master.
Aya.
Sister Jishi, don't be scared. I'm coming to save you right now.
Don't lose your temper. The old ancestor just wants your will to burn out in this abyss of suffering.
The stone heart refining technique drains your affection and destroys her soul.
If I don't act ruthless, what's the point of cultivating this unyielding rebel bone of mine?
This place is the burial ground for all generations of challengers. Rebel heroes who fell against the immortal sect. The reason the old ancestor dares not come here personally
is that there's a forbidden array here forged from the collective will of all sentient beings.
Are they all still waiting?
They're not waiting for you to save them. They're waiting for someone who can stand for them. A reason to draw the sword against the heavens. Boy, I'm borrowing your sword.
Every brick and every stone here is a price paid with lives. Ha ha ha.
I can't take this sparkle away with me.
But I can pass it on to that crying child over there.
Heavens! So you already knew all along. You knew this was a one-way dead end from the start.
Old ghost, do you think hiding him here will keep the old ancestor from finding you? This heaven belongs to the immortals, not to mortals.
If you want to get to her, you'll have to step over my old corpse first.
Ha ha ha. Ayo.
Humph, you little bastard, draw your sword. Why are you holding back for your little lover? As soon as you draw your sword and unleash your core power, her soul will shatter into pieces. What do you think of that feeling?
Draw the sword, and he'll shatter the soul into 8 pieces. The collective Een spirits will destroy Sister Jishi. Tell me what I should do.
Don't cry for us. Draw your sword for us. The backbone of mortals.
Never bends for the immortals.
This sword strike is not for me. It's for the unyielding soul of this mortal realm that has stood firm for 10,000 years. Rebel bone. Eternal hatred. Aya.
Boy, you did it.
You fulfilled the oath of this entire tomb of heroes.
Strip away divinity, remold a mortal body. Only those who cast aside the sword can find their true self. Ha ha ha. What a glorious mortal bone that leaves an eternal mark. Boy, stop staring at that sword.
That strike that carved eternal hatred has already burned her soul dry. If you forcefully keep her this way, it'll only make both you and her shatter together.
This is my only leftover wish. Inside the sword there is a remnant feather of the butterfly, and there is Sister Jishi's blood. If I lose it, what I have left to kill the old ancestor with?
The sword is Chil Long Mia, the shackles of the world. If you do not abandon it,
how can it bear the soul that has endured through the ages?
Rather than letting you be dragged to death by this broken sword, let this old man atone for his sins one last time.
Time didn't finish calling your last moment. I'll call it for you. Oh.
What an energy sword! I want to see how you, now without that sword forged from hatred,
will face the pain that fills this world. Ha ha ha.
Old ghost Sue, Shiyan has turned to ashes. That little brat is also hiding in the sea of suffering, not daring to show his face. You ants, other than providing blood and energy for the patriarch.
What else are you good for? Ha ha ha. Our use is to watch you so-called gods and immortals burned to death by your own greed.
Father? Is it you, Father? After all these years, I finally see you again.
Xiaobei, did you cultivate a rebellious bone to kill people?
Or to save people.
I want to kill all those arrogant beasts up high. I want to save Sister Jishi.
Remember, Bayer, an umbrella's purpose is not to block the sky, but to hold up a patch of clear weather for those who cannot escape the rain.
For whom should your sword be drawn? Ah! I can only block this much.
Abandon the sword, or to become a demon.
No! Don't fight back. It's a trap.
Don't kill them.
Sigh. Since you are reborn goo worms, then enter my goo. I abandon hatred. Abandon the sword. Now I come to take what is mine, the truth.
You are ruining your own future. That way, you will never become immortal.
Ha ha. Old scum. I never intended to become an immortal anyway.
Ah!
Patriarch, the pain you gave me.
I now return it all to you. Ha ha ha. Shiyan,
Do you see? He did not follow your old path.
he forged the suffering of this entire world into his own divine skill.
The patriarch said that wretch would surely die under the Lionheart Mastiff. That brat used the blood and life force of 100,000 mortals bound by kinship. Who can withstand the impact of that karma? What a pity for that divine body. If that stubborn fool hadn't been so obstinate.
The ancestor would have already ascended to the heavens by now. Who dares trespass upon the sacred grounds of the immortal sect?
I'm back.
Sure, Xiaobei has shattered his sword. Without hatred, Pangu's bones are just useless scraps. All goes Su, since the one you're waiting for won't return.
I'll take this final surprise for you, on behalf of the saint. Oh. Ha ha ha. You're not dead. The immortal energy within you, it's been tainted.
Not tainted. Returned.
Oh. It's good that you're back. Kid, your hair. White suits you.
Uncle Su, don't speak. I'll send you to the bitter sea to find Wu Ming. He's waiting for you there.
Heh heh heh. Can you feel it? He's back. He's back, carrying that divine melody you polluted. The closer he gets, the more brilliantly this heart-devouring lotus blooms. And your pain becomes all the more real.
Xiaobei. Don't come. This is a dead end. Ah.
Only by killing him and retrieving that mutated mortal bone. Can I complete the final 10,000 bones mending heaven art?
Though you've cultivated the reversed bones, the ancestors' formation is aligned with the heavenly Tao.
All who enter this formation are but sacrificial lambs.
If my existence brings you pain, I'd rather fade into silence forever.
He's given up. Kill him now.
Rebirth incense of the reverse bones.
It seems that person's plan is nearing its end as well.
If you're seeing this, it means you've returned here. Don't listen to the ancestors' lies. What's hidden within this mortal bone isn't immortality. It's the debt your father left for you. The ancestor doesn't want your life. He wants the resentment accumulated within this bone over 10,000 years. The mortal abyss capable of reversing cause and effect. He intends to use this resentment to shatter the shackles that have bound him for millennia, the fetters of the heavenly Tao.
Me? What you left me was never some divine artifact. It was to make me wallow in this mire, alongside everyone else in this world.
You unfilial son. This is the forbidden land of heaven, where mortals dare not tread. Soul and spirit will be utterly destroyed. Xiaobei, save us. Xiaobei, save us.
Ah.
Ha ha ha. Cheer, you finally arrived. Look, he's right in front of you. Just one more step, and these 9 soul-severing nails will instantly pierce his consciousness. His life or death now rests on this one step you take.
Old scum, let her go. You want my bones? I'll give them to you.
Ha ha ha, give them? It's too late now.
I want you to enter the formation yourself. Your mortal bone's residual warmth will nourish this blood lotus.
Only when you've completely turned into its nourishment will he live.
Father dug out his bones to save me. Sister Jishi peeled off her skin to save me. Now, is it my turn? Sis, don't be afraid. I'm coming.
Go. Go quickly. He's lying to you. He's using your blood to activate the altar of 10,000 ancient heavens.
It is done.
Pangu's sacrifice, the sacred soul remains unsummoned.
This vast heaven is finally mine.
This is the legendary bell of heaven's upheaval?
With it, one can transcend the mundane. Achieve eternity.
The debt Father left me is to have me take away all the greed that doesn't belong to this world. Go, I beg you. I've already lost Father. I can't lose you too.
In this life, Sis will accompany you in cultivating this mortal bone.
Mortal bone, be consumed by the blazing sky. Ah.
Ah, cheer, what difference is there between immortal and mortal in this world? All bones return to dust in the end. If you want to save him, then see if you dare to go to that place.
That is the Guishu, the endpoint for the souls of all things.
Go there, and you can retrieve his fragments. But the price is you can never be human again.
Once you enter the Guishu and retrieve the other half of my divine spark,
Your rebellious bones will be but a stepping stone for me. Ha ha ha.
Xiaobei, the ancestor has already entered. Within the Guishu, there is no time, no direction.
There is only endless regression.
The gate of Guishu is open. Once you step in, sure Xiaobei will cease to exist in this world.
If you step in, your mortal flesh will be
stripped away inch by its laws. If you want to save her,
you must use your own flesh to fill the void of his dissipating spiritual sense.
I lost my flesh long ago. The heavens are gone. The boundaries are collapsing. What use is this mortal shell to me? If I can use this ordinary bone to buy him a sliver of hope, what is there to fear?
Not just your flesh. Once you enter the Guishu, your mortal bones, unable to withstand the impact
of the divine fragment, will undergo permanent mutation.
When our ancestors looked down from on high, did they not see us as monsters too?
The ninth one. Shiyan, you ultimately let him come to this.
Pangu, the mortal world, the moon.
You little beast. You actually followed me in here. I am the master here. See that altar eye? It's half of the divine status I left behind. Once I reclaim it, the very heavens and earth will tremble beneath my feet. Ha ha ha. So that's how it is. So the blind girl was the true shadow all along. Shiyan, you deceived me so thoroughly. Ha ha ha. Give it back to me. A mortal is just a mortal. No matter what kind of bone you cultivate before a true God, you are ultimately just ashes. You little beast. Watch as his last trace of true spirit vanishes.
Xiaobei. Don't save him. Shatter the bone to survive.
Pangu is of the same generation as the heavens.
This half of the divine status.
You cannot take it, because it was originally meant to suppress you immortals. Impossible. You are just an undying will within the Guishu.
You are the dregs left by a corpse. I have cultivated to a demigod.
What right do you have to stop me? Immortals do not enter the cycle of rebirth. Mortals will ultimately return home. Demon.
Dad, is it you? Didn't you turn to ashes?
If I cannot have it, then let the void collapse completely. Ah. Shiyan.
You can protect her for a lifetime, but can you protect this mortal realm for all eternity? Once this pillar falls, time will reverse.
Even the immortal sex will fall, and the blue sword will turn to dust. We'll all perish together.
A useless pot. This debt I have not yet repaid.
Oh, this filthy force of resentment. How could it possibly mend the cycle of reincarnation? Xiao Bei. Dad is really going to forge the final sword this time.
Forged from the defiance of all living beings.
Let me go! I am a god. I cannot die here.
A god? The debt of mortals. You have not cleared it. The applause you pursued was actually draining the lives of others. Ancestor, every single wave in this sea of bitterness is your sin.
Oh.
Sister, look. The snow has stopped.
Xiao Bei, why has your hair turned completely white?
The ancestor is dead. The cycle is stable, but Xiao Bei, you cannot go back.
You are now the master of the void. You are also the sole tombkeeper in this world. Once you leave this place,
This barely stabilized cycle will collapse once more. Ha ha ha.
oh,
Then what about the mortal realm? What about Uncle Sue and the others?
What Shiyan left you is not just this bone. There is also that stone lantern. As long as the lantern exists, there is light in the mortal realm. Kid, do you want to know if there is a third path besides guarding the gate? It has been 7 days. In this void, 7 days are an autumn in the mortal realm.
Once you grasp the authority over reincarnation, you are no longer that boy.
Sweating in the blacksmith's shop.
I watch them enter the cycle. Watch them forget their past lives. This authority is more like a curse. Sister, look, this is your favorite color. I searched the entire void. Only here did color grow.
Xiaobei, I'm not thirsty or hungry. But I can feel your pain. The bones here are all weeping. How can you bear listening to these sounds every day?
I'm used to it. It's like the sound of my father forging iron. Sister, the old man said there's a third way to take you back to the mortal world. But I always feel like he's waiting for me to step into his trap.
That useless ancestor actually died at the hands of a mortal bone.
Guishu has changed hands. Cause and effect are reversed.
We absolutely cannot let that abomination take control of the cycle of reincarnation. Bring down the heavenly punishment tribulation. Wipe Guishu from existence.
Better to mistakenly kill a billion souls
Then to let that rebellious bone step into the divine realm.
Heh heh heh. Look! Trouble's here. Kid, you haven't even gone to find them yet.
They're already in a hurry to make a move against you. This is the third path I was telling you about.
The upper realm sees Guishu as a thorn in their side because it hides the true mortal essence that
They fear.
if you want to save Jishi, if you want to protect this mortal cycle of reincarnation,
The only way is to mend the heavens and mend the Tao.
How?
Use your mortal bones as kindling, use the heavenly thunder of the upper realm as the flame. But the process is 100 times more painful than being skinned and having your bones drawn. go.
Right now, he's using the killing intent of all these mortals in the sky.
As the fire for his forging. For this final sword, he has to temper himself.
So this is your divine artifact. The bones of my people, suppressing the souls of my people. Give them back.
The heaven-suppressing tower is destroyed. It worked. It really worked. 1,000 years of waiting has finally bought this sliver of hope.
Let's go home.
Huh? Is it lit? No. What is this light? Mortal ants, daring to think they can shake the heavenly laws, utterly overestimating yourselves. Xiaobei. The sacred body is complete. Guishu is stable. But you can't push this door open. Those few in the upper realm activated the heaven-suppressing array. They've welded shut the crack between worlds leading from Guishu to the mortal realm. If you try to force your way through with a divine soul, there's only one outcome. He'll be instantly torn apart by the pressure between the two realms.
I'll just tear that crack a little wider. My father taught me, unyielding iron is forged from excessive fire. Fate cannot be changed because the bones are not strong enough.
It's not just about bones. She is a spirit from Guisu. The mortal realm rejects him. Unless you are willing to part with half of your sacred body's essence. To forge a mortal vessel for him in the eye of this Guisu sea. But then your sacred body will no longer be perfect. What will you use to fight the primordial celestial venerable of the upper realm?
As long as he can live. I don't seek perfection.
Xiaobei. I have a heartbeat.
Sister, let's go home.
Go! Tell those high and mighty gods. The mortal spine cannot be shattered.
The calamity descending from the upper realm
Is meant to turn this land into a dead zone, leaving no survivors. Mortals are tainted, the Yin kingdom is in chaos. By decree of the primordial celestial, this realm shall be annihilated.
This land belongs to mortals. You golden-clad thieves should get lost.
How dare you, rebellious mortal?
Primordial. Did you just send these minions to die?
He's back. He's really back. Xiao Bai. Your hair.
Uncle Sue. Hair turns white, eyes clear. The immortal sects have been in the upper realm too long. They've forgotten the sound of forging from beneath this land.
Xiao Bei. Can the people in the city still be saved?
Sure, Xiao Bei. You gave up your perfect sacred body to save an ant. Now, you are no longer a threat.
In 3 days, I will activate the Great Sun Extinction Array, turning this land of 10,000 miles into scorched earth.
Can you protect this blacksmith shop? Can you protect all the people?
Primordial, you were wrong. My father taught me. The hardest step in forging is quenching. These 3 days, I will use the will of all the people to forge a sword that can pierce the 9 heavens.
Xiao Bei.
When your father extracted that immortal bone back then, he sat in meditation before this iron pillow for 3 days and 3 nights.
Before he left, he told me the hardest thing in this world
Isn't divine iron?
but living, breathing human lives. This iron pillow is actually polished by the vertebrae of living people collected through generations.
I can feel. There's not just raw iron in here, but also an unwillingness. What father left behind isn't formation, but an altar.
Xiao Bei. Primordial Heavenly Lord's Great Sun Extinction Array has already begun. The temperature in the sky is rising, and the glaciers outside the city are turning into poisonous mist. Are we really going to wait here?
Since he wants to destroy the world, then I'll carve out a new world right here in this mortal realm.
using mortal bodies as a guide.
Stealing divine power. Sure, Xiaobei, you're burning yourself alive.
Even if you forge ice blades,
Your body will turn to charcoal.
Huh, if I can burn up all these divine talismans in the sky, what does turning to charcoal matter?
Why are you in the mortal realm? The abyssal gate is closed, you couldn't have come out.
Silly girl. The abyss is my prison. And also my training ground. He. I sent him out to watch how he forged himself into an immortal embryo in this mortal wasteland.
What do you mean?
Do you really think what Shiyan left behind?
the rebellious bone was to oppose the immortal sex?
Wrong. Shiyan was part of the immortal sex too. He was searching the mortal realm for the most perfect vessel. When mortal bone cultivation reaches its peak, it becomes the purest energy in the world, ready for merging. The ancestor wants to possess him.
Primordial wants to refine him.
This third path isn't some lifeline. It's to make him willingly forge himself into a key, to open that celestial gate sealed for 10,000 years. And behind the celestial gate lies the true apocalypse.
Finally showing your true colors. From the abyss onward, you've been waiting for this moment.
That's right.
Xiaobei, don't waste your energy. Celestial Venerable Yuanzhi is your father's master.
This play has been going on for 50 years. All just to make you burn up all the resentment of the mortal world. Xiaobei, I'm sorry. I had no choice. See? This is your father.
For the continuation of humanity, he chose to use you as kindling to burn away everything.
Hand me the sword now, and I'll let you and this girl live.
Ha! If even family affection is all a lie, if even that unruly rebellious bone is just another cage, then I'll take over this whole damn territory. All living things as my hammer, cause and effect as my shot, my fate as my blade.
This isn't any cultivation art from the immortal sect. What is it then?
It's something my old man never taught you. It's called a poor man still keeps his pride.
Xiaobei, you've walked your own path.
This isn't my path, nor it is the path of the immortal sect. It's hope.
Sis, I can see the heavenly gate. It's behind that sun.
Xiaobei, you killed my guide. So you will be the sacrifice to open the heavenly gate.
Yuan, sure, you can't take this sword. Happy New Year. Sis, if I don't come back when dawn comes, just bury this earthen stove pit under Dad's iron pillow. There's the last spark to see you off that big brother left.
The boss is opening the way for us. As long as Pangu isn't broken.
Our backbone can never bend. All of you who are kneeling, stand the hell up for me.
You've stayed up in the heavens for too long. You've already forgotten that this earth carries weight.
Sure, Xiaobei, you gave up your perfect holy body.
Just to trade for this flimsy mortal heart sword. Do you really think cutting this golden wool apart can save those insignificant ants?
You cultivate the merciless heavenly Tao, but I guard the mortal world of love. Since you're so fond of your master, today I'll shatter this damned heaven, leave you nowhere to hide your hypocrisy anymore.
Return. Strip away that dirty obsession with the mortal world, and you will become the #1 divine general under my command. This is a gift that Shiyan could never obtain no matter how hard he tried.
Ha 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 ha. A gift? This kind of praise is sucked dry from the blood of thousands of common people. I think it's fucking dirty. The 9 cauldrons suppress immortals. 1 cauldron calms the mortal world. Sis, you have to strike this final blow.
The rebellious bone is not just bone. It is the courage of all humanity. The 9 cauldrons rise.
That iron pillow is actually a fragment of the ancient god sealing list. That traitor Shiyan has plotted against me for thousands of years.
Dad didn't plot against you. He just believes that mortal bones are harder than your divine iron. Yuan, sure, this strike is for my father, for Sister Jishi, and for all the living beings in this world that you have treated as medicine dregs. I pay you back this.
It's finally open. The real apocalypse is way more interesting than what Yuan sure brought. Ha! It's open. It's finally open. That hypocrite Yuan sure guarded this gate for 3,000 years. He feared that the truth behind this gate would erase his divine position, but I will let this hypocritical world return to the original chaos.
Sure, Xiaobei, you defeated the god.
But you lost to the will of heaven.
If the will of heaven wants to turn rebirth into nothingness, then I will rewrite this will of heaven myself. Dad, the mortal world is worth it.
What is he doing? What is Xiaobei doing?
That gate is going to swallow us all.
It's not going to swallow us. He's using his own body to seal that gate.
Are you crazy? That's the outer void. After you go in, you won't just die. Even every trace you left in the mortal world, every memory, every cause and effect connected to you will be completely erased.
I, sure Xiaobei, fear nothing. Rebellious Zhong Yanfen.
Why am I here? How did I get this wound? How did we even survive this?
Why am I crying? Am I waiting for someone? Who gave me this candy?
Time flies, the mortal world remains as it was, that forgotten story has long become the foundation of this prosperous age.
Master, you always said that when we forge iron, we forge courage. But what exactly is this courage?
Courage, it is that in this cold, harsh world. There always has to be someone who burns themselves, just to bring a little warmth to others.